I channeled my inner Pina to 1000G FIFA 26. I mean FC26. Just doesn't roll off the tongue the same, does it? This year's EA FC26 had a couple of outrageous achievements, such as reaching the Elite Division in clubs and completing the Premium Pass, as well as one achievement where you actually needed 2 controllers. Whoever said EA are just after your money when you play FC clearly don't know what they're talking about.
What did he say?
What's up, Jeupita here, and we recently hit 100 subscribers. So thank you very much to all of you for that. In honor of this, I've set myself a challenge to reach 100,000 gamer score before I get to 1,000 subscribers. If I fail, I'll have to 1000G a game chosen by you. I'm currently on 49,390G and 123 subs at the time of recording. So with 43 achievements to get, let's get straight into the video. PS, I've made in-depth guides to all of the achievements if you're struggling with any. Link will be in the description. FC26 has 3 main game modes where you'll need to play in order to get all of the achievements. Ultimate Team, Clubs, and Career. So of course EA is forcing us to play outside of your favourite game mode, which for most of you will be Ultimate Team or Clubs, I would imagine.
You don't know me, you don't know.
We obviously jumped straight into Ultimate Team to set up our club and see if we got any good pulls. Spoiler alert, we didn't. We did jump into an event which replaced tournaments this year, and just participating in one of these, we earned our first achievement. After confirming we were still the GOAT, we made sure we had that 33 chemistry and also created our own custom tactic and were sure to name it to get 2 achievements for this actually. Whilst we were in Ultimate Team, we completed some squad battles for those rewards, which are so worth it. And this gave us the opportunity to complete 25 precision passes, whilst we were en route to getting 10 clean sheets in squad battles for another achievement. We then hopped into Rivals as we would eventually need to qualify for Foot Champs. We didn't do this all now, but we did complete a bounty, which are these sort of challenges randomly given to you in Rivals matches, but they're fairly straightforward to complete. You just need to do something simple like score the first goal or win your next match by 2 goals, for example. We decided to complete an evolution and a cosmetic evolution whilst playing Rivals because why not? And we had some fodder to get rid of, so we completed 10 SBCs and this gave us another achievement. We gave ourselves a break from the grind that is Ultimate Team and jumped into career mode to pick up some easy achievements. The long-term achievement we were aiming for was win the treble, which includes the League, the Cup and the Champions League. Because of this, we needed to pick a team that had already qualified for the Champions League to make this as efficient as possible. This can be done in player or manager career, but we chose to do this in manager career as the only player career specific achievement was to keep a clean sheet while playing as a goalkeeper, which we did complete. And also when we did this, we did it in authentic gameplay, so 2 birds with 1 stone. In the manager career though, we went with Juventus because their logo is a J and Jeupita begins with a J, and don't we all just like to feel special? We made sure to put the game time down to as low as possible and also turned the unsackable setting on, just in case we were sacked just before we won the Champions League or something like that. Believe me, it happens. It happened to my friend once, I think.
Okay.
For most of this, we used the simulations to help speed this up. My tactic was to make sure I was always first in the league so that I could quick sim. Otherwise, I'd play the game, go 2 goals up, and then jump into sim for the rest of the game, jumping back in if they got a goal back to put us 2 goals up again. We also used the same tactic for all the Cup and Champions League games, just to make sure we won all of these. Eventually, after a while, we did eventually win the Champions League final and the treble, which is what we were aiming for. We weren't done in manager career yet though, as we needed to get hired for a job in our watch list. So we went and added all of the clubs from our league to the watch list and then applied for all the jobs that were available. You'd think that after winning the Champions League and the treble with a club, you'd be snapped up by any other team in the league, but no, nobody wanted to hire us.
Why?
Surprised we didn't get hired. I just quick simmed all the way to January to the next transfer window and repeated the process, and then we did eventually get hired and the achievement popped. We then had to start a new manager career because we accidentally turned off unexpected events in our first playthrough. These are a new addition this year, and to be honest, they're completely pointless. You get notified and you don't even need to do anything, just acknowledge it and you will get the achievement. We then went over to the live manager career where we would need to complete a challenge. We went for the transfer challenge as this looked like the easiest and quickest to complete, and it was, so we got this one done. We then started another career to play with icons and heroes enabled so that we could field 3 in the same match. This did need to be 3 icons or 3 heroes, so to make sure we would get this to pop, we just played every single one that we had available to us. We stepped away from career to get some quick and easy one-dones in kickoff. We let a game go all the way to penalties so that we could win the penalty shootout without missing, which I would love to say I did first try, but I did not, so we did repeat this and then we got the achievement. We also used Zlatan FC, which is literally just a team full of Ibrahimovic's. Looks like he came a long way from publicly announcing he hadn't given EA his permission to use his name and face in their game, when in fact he had. Nice one, Ibra. Anyway, it's nice to see you and EA are getting on now just fine. Nothing to do with money, I'm sure. Anyway, we used Zlatan FC to get 3 achievements in one shot. The number 10 Zlatan had a power shot playstyle plus, and we turned precision shooting on so that we got an achievement for scoring a goal with an active playstyle plus, another for scoring a goal with precision shooting, and another for scoring a power shot. We also played a women's international match, won the UEFA Champions League final, which we had to do in kickoff because it didn't pop in career mode for some reason. Which reminds me, how does a company worth 55 billion struggle to get achievements to pop? A lot of the achievements that launched throughout the game were glitchy or delayed, which was frustrating as you can imagine. We also scored a goal from a free kick, won a match on legendary difficulty with competitive mode turned on, and fielded a starting 11 with all players having a player role ++. Lastly, we played 5 head-to-head matches with a friend, and this one's a little bit weird as you need 2 controllers in order to get this one. There isn't any sort of workaround for this, unfortunately, so I guess you need 2 controllers in order to get all the achievements in FC26. Nice one, EA. Maybe send a complimentary controller with every copy if this is going to be the case.
Stop whining!
Me and my mates wanted to test out clubs this year as apparently they've made some solid changes. We set up our club and got our first win. Everyone then scattered faster than my defenders trying to defend against Pina to get back on their ultimate team grinds. So me and one other kept playing and got the club promoted to Div 4 for another achievement. We then jumped into some Rush and participated in a Club's Rush live event with a friend, which earned us yet another achievement. And then grinding out some of these, we did eventually win one, and this got us one more achievement, as well as playing normal Rush to improve our rank. Following this and a bit of grinding with double XP, Rush and drop-in matches, I reached level 25 with Jeupita to unlock the archetype content gated items in the store. We had plenty of coins to use, so we bought the yellow magician gloves, which got us an achievement. I continued grinding all the way to level 30, where your card actually turns gold and you get an achievement for this. Through the season pass, we had unlocked some archetype unlock tokens, which we used to unlock 2 more archetypes, making 3 total and unlocking an achievement. If you don't have the unlock tokens, it's not too expensive. It's only 25,000 clubs coins to purchase these anyway. And there's not really too much you use the coins for apart from unlocking new archetypes, which is what we're doing for this achievement, and also cosmetic items. It's not like it would disadvantage you like buying things with Ultimate Team clubs, which you might have to do for another achievement later on, but more on this later. We stuck with our Magician build as we still wanted to get this ranked up. Having a quick look at the requirements, we boosted particular stats in order to unlock the Magician Plus, and equipping this earned us another achievement, so now we can play like Prime Ronaldinho. The last 2 achievements we needed for clubs were to get into the Elite Division, which is in the top division in the competitive game mode, and typically houses the top 1% of clubs. There was also another one to win the club's playoff, which hadn't actually started yet, and similarly involved getting to the top 1% of your division during the playoffs. Both of these looked like they would be a grind, so we left them for now and headed back to Ultimate Team as the first FUT Champs weekend was fast approaching. We still needed to get to Division 6 and gain 1000 Champions points in order to qualify for FUT Champs. So we did this without too much struggle, but then we had to wait until FUT Champs opened before we could participate. So instead we set our sights on the 200 appearances we would need to get with a player in Ultimate Team. I chose this SBC card that I did at the beginning, which had the most appearances, so we chose to stick with him to get this done. For a lot of this, I just entered a beginner difficulty squad battles game, scored a goal and then gained possession as the AI don't even bother to tackle you. So you can just let the game time run out whilst you go and do something else. Popping back every half time and full time to keep the cycle going. Eventually we got those 200 Ultimate Team apps and the achievement unlocked. When Foot Champs was available, I played my first game and we got an achievement for playing in the Champions event in Ultimate Team. In addition to the 2 clubs achievements we still had to do, we had 2 achievements for completing the Season Pass, 1 for completing the Free Pass and 1 for completing the Premium Pass, which you have to buy. There are a few ways you can buy this. If you bought the Ultimate Edition like I did, you got Season 1's Premium Pass for free, or you can purchase it for like a tenner with real money or 500,000 Ultimate Team coins. I think this is outrageous and similar to the achievement that you need a controller for. I think that all achievements should be unlockable in the base game without needing to purchase additional items, such as a second controller which everyone may not have, and also a premium pass that everyone may not want. EA's defense will be that you can buy it with 500k coins, which is true, but this is in no way value for in-game currency, and they've clearly set this so high knowing that nobody will want to fork out $500,000 to ruin their Ultimate Team just to get an achievement. This is awful from EA in my opinion, of course, but it needs to be said. Anyway, we completed various challenges across all game modes to get this done, and when we did complete the Season Pass, we unlocked both achievements. So then it was just the 2 clubs achievements to go. And I'll be honest, I gave both of them a good go, trying to complete them legit. I maxed my pro out to level 50, which was the highest rank at the time, and tried my best to get my mate's club up the divisions. However, this was just taking too long for an achievement, and I think these 2 go into the same category as the other achievements I've been complaining about in this game. To be in the top 1%, which you would need to reach Elite Division, you have to be very, very good at clubs and have a good squad around you. I would argue this is unachievable for 99% of players, which is backed up by the fact that only 0.16% have got this achievement months after the game has been released. Now granted, not everyone plays clubs or tries to reach Elite Division, but I think this just goes against the idea of achievements. They shouldn't be so hard to get that only 0.16% has it. Anyway, we found a way to boost each of these achievements, and first we did the club's playoff one. We joined a club called THT FC that had already won the playoffs, deleted our game save data and loaded back in to make the achievement pop. Now this club usually has 50 out of 50 and I probably would have done this sooner had a space opened up, but I've been watching this for a few weeks and when a space did open up I made sure to get it done. For the other one, it was a bit more of a grind even with boosting, and I've got a full guide on how I reached Elite Division with randoms from Discord because my mates were too preoccupied with Ultimate Team and I couldn't be asked to wait for them.
Friend!
But essentially we matched with ourselves to give ourselves the win, and doing this for a few hours we finally, and I do mean finally, got to Elite Division and unlocked our last achievement and got the 1000G completed for FC26. On the most part, it's a great 1000G as you can play across all the game modes, and completing the Season Pass is a nice touch. Just don't make people buy additional content for it. This, along with the achievement you needed 2 controllers for, as well as the club's skill-based achievements, I didn't think were fair to be on the list. I do have guides available for every achievement in FC26 if you're struggling with any, and there will be a link in the description for the playlist, and also the achievement where you need to reach Elite Division called Top of the Pyramid. Thank you for watching, drop a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe to beat me to 1000 subscribers before I get 100,000 gamer score. See you in the next one.